Hello, 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 everybody. Ooh, this camera's close. I'm gonna push it back a little bit. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back to Open Door Hypnosis. I am Shara Prophet. I've been gone for a really long time, I know. But I am going to start posting more videos, and the channel is going to change drastically. So, for all of my lovely ASMR subscribers who joined because you came here to see all of my ASMR hypnosis videos, the channel is going to be shifting more towards a teaching style. Now, some videos will have hypnosis with it, but to maintain the integrity with my clients who invest hundreds and thousands of dollars in the hypnosis service and coaching service that I provide, I will be renting those videos on Vimeo for a very, very, very low cost. It will still be affordable and it'll be a great way to support the channel. So today's video is about meditation and the importance of that because in order to elevate yourself, in order to transform yourself, you must meditate, period. There's no way around it. There's just no way to escape it, there's no way to avoid it. I know a lot of people who, you know, are just kind of running through life trying to manifest things and get things, and they have not spent any time on themselves. And meditation is a practice to be with yourself, to be by yourself and to be with yourself. And when you're able to do those things, you start learning about who you really are. You start to uncover things about yourself. You're able to start facing the darker side, the shadow side of yourself. And that's really, really, really important, especially if you want to start really, truly manifesting and on a stronger, deeper level. I mean, manifesting big things that stick around and don't just trickle in. Okay, when you want to start doing that, meditation is extremely important. You all can see all across YouTube and social media, TV, everywhere you look, magic is making a comeback, okay? Magic is mainstream now. And a lot of people are going back to their roots, okay? Let's just keep it real. It is the root of all religions and spirituality, what we call magic, which is really, in my opinion, working with the subconscious mind, deprogramming and reprogramming the subconscious mind to focus on your desired outcome, manipulating energy to create a desired outcome or to change the environment around you is magic. We do it every day. Everybody uses it every single day, and people don't even realize that they're doing it. So it's such a taboo thing when we talk about magic, but it really isn't because it is our natural way of being. It's who we are naturally. And as a hypnotherapist, I work pretty much just with the subconscious mind, and coaching clients through a process. It is an alchemical process. Hypnosis is an alchemical process, pretty much. If you study alchemy and you kind of look at the three phases of alchemy, you realize that you're noticing your patterns, which would be meditation, staying still and quiet enough to allow yourself to become one with who you really are. And you start to pay attention to yourself and you start to pay attention to those patterns and you face them. Okay, patterns. I hate patterns. I can't stand when I hear people say it. It drives me crazy. And now I'm saying it. Patterns. Okay. Um, you start to notice those patterns and then you have to face the demon or the dragon. Okay, those are the symbols that are used in alchemy to represent those parts of ourselves that we must learn to love, even though we might be embarrassed by it, even though we might it might piss us off, it may be ugly. We don't want to look at it that much. Okay, sorry, that's my kitty in the back. She's too off the hook to have not in the cage because she will tear all of this down if I let her out. So I gotta keep her in there for a little while, but she's fine. Um, and then you go into the next phase where you start to release those old patterns. Okay, you start to clear out the things that don't serve you anymore, and then you have to flood yourself with new behaviors, new healthy patterns. All right. And once you begin to do this process over and over and over again, what happens is your vibration starts to naturally rise and raise up. And when that happens, you start to congeal or bring together or integrate mind, body, soul. Okay, mind, body, spirit, whatever you want to call it. All right. And the beginning, first step of all of this is meditation. Is meditation, then it's hypnosis, and then it's language. Okay, so those are the three steps that I recommend anybody who is interested in transforming yourself, even if you don't want to be a magician or a witch or practitioner of magical arts or whatever. If you want to transform yourself, you need to start off with meditating. You can start off with guided meditation, but I highly recommend that if you start off with guided meditation, that you do that for a while, just until you've trained yourself to sit still, okay? And then you start to wean yourself off of that, because the whole point of meditation is being still and being with you, being with yourself. Uh, Become aware of yourself, becoming aware of your patterns, becoming aware of who you are, coming into your own, opening yourself to receive messages, allowing the thoughts to move through you. All right, the thoughts come. You can't shut your thoughts down because the mind is created to think and create thoughts, right? We're connected to this frequency that's constantly got information flowing, right? It's the collective consciousness. You're bound to catch a thought. You're going to catch a thought, right? But when you're in meditation, you're allowing the thoughts to come and go, come and go. You allow them to move through you with ease and loving in a loving way. You're not saying, oh, God, I'm thinking again. Why am I thinking about that? Oh, okay, I got to come back to center now. You're not doing that. That's not loving. That's not being patient. That's not being kind to yourself. That's being impatient. That's being hurried, rushed, and probably getting you frustrated and angry with yourself. Total opposite of what meditation is supposed to do to you. However, when you first start out meditating, you will notice that when you come out of a deep meditation, sometimes you feel a little bit irritable. Okay. That will happen. That is because you're taking on a new behavior. And the subconscious mind wants us to remain in homeostasis. So when we start shaking things up, when we start shaking up the foundation and changing and doing things that we've never done before, the primitive mind wants us to stay put because it's safe, it is familiar territory, and we don't have to fear the unknown. What's on the other side of this? If I keep doing this, then what's going to happen? Am I going to have the same friends? Am I going to want to do the same things that I used to? Am I going to have the same relationship? You know, am I going to have the same job? Am I going to be doing something completely different because now I'm tapping into a higher awareness, a higher consciousness, right? So you definitely want to wean yourself off of that guided meditation. It's great in the beginning, and sometimes I even still use guided meditations, um, but very, very rarely, uh, because you do want to sit with yourself because there's information that's specifically unique to you, and you got to catch that information. And the only way you can catch that information is if you're sitting with yourself. Um, with no other influences around you. Okay, so once you go into meditation and you start becoming aware of your patterns, okay, they start showing up for you, and you're like, oh, this information is coming through, and you might receive information that says, okay, now I need you to pay attention to your eating habits. Okay, that happened to me. I kept getting sinus infections, and one day I was in meditation and I heard a voice clear as a bell say, stop eating dairy and gluten. I did, and I didn't have any more issues with sinuses. And every now and again, I'll delve back into it and eat it, but I make sure I take a Zyrtec, or Claritin or something beforehand so I could eat it and, be done with it, okay? But I'm not going to keep eating it and eating it and eating it when I know that it affects my body in a certain way. That came from meditation. That came from sitting with myself. So once you start paying attention to the messages about what you need to focus on for you to better yourself, the next step is hypnosis. Okay? Hypnosis happens the moment you become aware of your patterns and your behavior. The moment you become aware of it and you're honest with yourself and you're like, aha, that's what it is. I need to go in here and do some tweaking. And then you use that time in hypnosis to start reconfiguring the old pattern, okay, and finding out what the new pattern is going to be to replace it, because you can't take the old pattern away and not put anything in there. When that happens, you just revert back to your old ways, or you pick up another habit to replace it, okay? You gotta adopt a new behavior, a new pattern, so that you can start forming those new neural pathways. And sometimes it happens like that, and sometimes you have to do it repetitively. Most of the time, you got to do it repetitively, especially if it's a pattern that has been programmed in you since birth. Okay? After you understand how your mind works, okay? That's the other thing. You must learn about the mind. Learn how your mind works. I would say meditate. Start learning, reading books, doing research on how your mind works. Okay, learn about the subconscious mind. Read some Carl Jung. Take some hypnosis classes. Learn about how your mind works. Watch some YouTube videos. Read some books. Google, whatever. Understand your mind and how it works. Then get into some hypnosis and start doing self-hypnosis for yourself, or go see a hypnotherapist or a coach that does hypnotherapy or something. Okay. Then learn about language. Pay attention to language and the effects of language on the subconscious mind, which you'll probably pick up on once you start reading about the subconscious mind. There's tons and tons of information. You can't read a book about the subconscious mind without it talking about language and words. Then learn the etymology of words, especially the English language, which is a spell all in itself, okay? Learn the etymology of words. That's the next step, okay? Then if you want to go a little bit deeper and you want to really, expand in your magic practice, then you want to start learning about your ancestors, tapping into your ancestors. And all that takes is a meditation. Okay, you can light a candle, you can do some other altar work, ritual work, whatever, but really everything is in the mind. All is mind. The candles, and I'll do another video separate on magical tools and things like that. The candles, the oils, the incense, all of that stuff. Those are just tools, but they're meaningless and pointless if you do not put your intention into it. If you don't charge it up with your own energy, if you're doubtful that the working is going to be successful, then you done spent all your money and wasted it for no reason, because you were not clear-minded. You weren't clear on your intention. You had some doubts coming in. because you didn't know how to go through the process of clearing out any undercurrents of unconscious programming that could throw a monkey wrench in your manifestation, in your magic work. All right, it's all about the subconscious mind. All is mind. Remember that. Okay, that's one of the Hermetic principles. I think is the first Hermetic principle. All is mind, the universe is mental. Okay. Then you want to learn about your ancestors, all right? So after you learn about language and the etymology of language and, then start learning about your ancestors. I was listening to one YouTuber, her name is Yamaya Cruz. Um, Really great. You need to check her out. Check out Yamaya Cruz. And she was talking about how um, pretty much anyone that has crossed over can be an ancestor. They don't necessarily have to be a blood relative of yours, which is very interesting to me because I'll tell you a quick little side story. A couple of days ago, I went into meditation and I did an ancestral meditation. And I was just, didn't want anything, just kind of wanted to sit with my ancestors for a little while. I talk to them every day, but I haven't been like sitting in a deep meditative state around my ancestors. So anyway, I decided to do this ancestral meditation, and it was just simple. Me going into meditation, I count myself down like I'm counting myself down into hypnosis because it gets me really deep and anchored and centered. And once I got there, I just called on my ancestors, all of my ancestors, all of them, good, bad, ugly, evil, whatever, light, dark, come from this planet and other planets, demons, devils, angels. I called all of them in. And it was so interesting because they sat in they just encircled me. I was sitting in the center and they just were all around me. I'm seeing this in my mind's eye. And what's so interesting is a few deities that I work with were also there. And I asked, "Are you an ancestor?" And they said, "Yes, we are. We are your ancestors." And some of them were actual blood ancestors, like down the line. And when I say blood, I don't mean like they birthed someone and someone birthed someone and someone birthed someone. I don't mean that. I mean like the spiritual blood. Okay, there is an energetic tie to these deities. All right, and it's been passed down through from generation to generation. Okay, so everything doesn't have to include kinship. Put it like that. Um, and it just really boosted me. It boosted me energetically, it boosted me mentally, and it energized me because that day I was feeling really, really exhausted because, um, well, some of you may know, there's been a lot of planetary shifts going on, and I'm not an astrologer, but I do have, people in my community and friends of mine that are astrologers, and I get information from them about what's happening cosmically. And so, these moons and these energetic shifts and planetary shifts have really been taking a toll on a lot of us. So if you've noticed yourself feeling really tired, or just lethargic or a little down, a little depressed, a little blue, then it's the energy. It's the energy. So that day I did that meditation and it boosted me and it made me feel so energized, so clear minded, really in my purpose, because I knew that I was fully supported. Fully supported. I'm always fully supported, but sometimes we need reminding that in this human form, we need to be reminded of that. Okay, so learn about your ancestors. First thing, if you want to go stepping into the magical practice, okay? Then from there, you will be led to different systems and different teachings, and different teachers and different books and classes and things like that, and things will just start to unfold for you. Um, it's like it's like, a rabbit hole. And you just kind of keep going and 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 keep going, and it never ends. And it's fun and it's exciting and it's a journey. And you learn how to master your thoughts, how to master your emotions, how to master your personal environment, your personal space, what's going on with you in here and in here, okay? You learn how to create the world that you want to see, literally. And I know that sounds hokey and people keep saying it, but you really do create the world that you want to see using this using the subconscious mind, okay? And clearing your energy, highly, highly important. You need to do that every day. You need to clear your energy out every day, especially with what's going on in the world right now with the technology, the frequencies that we're at. I would recommend you guys check out Shara Star Goddess. She is one of the YouTubers that I follow, and she talks about the 5G technology, how it's affecting all of us, and you can kind of find that stuff all over the internet. But check her channel out because she's the bomb. And also, as far as learning about your ancestors, I would also look at Emmy Rain. She's another great YouTuber to follow as well. And I've learned a lot from both of them. Of course, I do my own studying and my own research, and I bring my own experience into what I like to teach to my students and clients, and what I'll be bringing to you all on this channel now. So it's good to be back, and that's it for tonight. Not too long. I don't want to make these videos too long unless people have questions, but there's not a lot of people here because I have been gone for a while. So it's like one person here, which is totally fine. I will be linking my website down below. I'll also be talking a little bit more about a coaching program that I'm beta testing right now. I have 8 students in the class, and the program is called Be Magic, and it's an acronym for Bold, Empowered, Mindful, Agile, Grounded, Intentional Creator. And it's Be Magic, Make the Impossible Happen. I teach my students how to use different tools in hypnosis, in NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming, and we use some magical rituals in there as well. And it's a program that helps you manifest on a deeper level. Not just manifesting $500 here, $1,000 here, but manifesting your life's dream, your desires, and learning how to clear out those unconscious programs that could cause you to sabotage that journey, which happens all the time. Okay? We start doing something new, the subconscious mind gets nervous about it, and it wants us to remain in homeostasis, and we start getting voices in our heads, negative self-talk, hearing our mother's voice, our dad's voice, our sister's voice, things from childhood pop up. So it's an 8-week class, and we go through this class and we dig deep. We go really, really deep. And I do it online. I do it via Zoom chat. So I'm working with people from all over the country. And I'll be launching the official program in the middle of May. So we have about 3 more weeks left in this program. Tomorrow night is class number 4. And it's pretty awesome. I'm loving the way it's shaping up. The students are really happy. They're seeing some shifts, major shifts taking place. People are doing amazing things in their careers. They're taking amazing, great strides. I'm taking amazing, great strides in doing it. And yeah, it's gonna be an amazing course. So I'll be sharing more of that with you guys as I come on here and start making more videos. I told you guys I was stepping away for a little while because I was working on some things and really restructuring the business and restructuring my channel. And like I said, I will do periodically, I will be doing some hypnosis, but those will be available on Vimeo for rent. Probably like $3 to $5 to rent the hypnosis. And I'm doing that because I have a lot of free hypnosis already uploaded on this channel. And YouTube is chock full of hypnosis videos. So even if you don't want to watch mine, that's totally fine. You can find hypnosis videos for free all over YouTube, right? But I know the effects, I know how powerful the ones that I do are. I know where I'm pulling it from. I have heard you guys's um, praise and feedback, and it's amazing, and I thank you for that. So I think, in order to stay in integrity with my clients who do invest in the services and themselves, I definitely want to maintain that integrity and start, putting a price tag on that, but on those hypnosis journeys, because they're pretty special. They're pretty special, and they are channeled. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me tonight, all two of you. And of course, this video will be available for replay for anybody that missed it. Hope you come across it, check it out. And I look forward to seeing a lot of you again, my ASMR hypnosis people. I love you so very, very much. Because of you, I have been able to grow this channel to, I think I have like 2,400 subscribers so far. I hope that you will stay around to hear the teachings and to get more information on how you can expand your life and expand your mind and grow and reprogram your subconscious mind and form some new beneficial behaviors in your life. But I do totally understand, if you want to go somewhere else, because you came here for ASMR hypnosis. But I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you from the very, very bottom of my heart. But I am being led in a whole nother direction. I'm still a hypnotherapist. I still do hypnosis. I still see clients. I still teach at the hypnotherapy college here in Tarzana, in Los Angeles. And I'm just expanding and sharing this with the masses. So I love you guys. Have an excellent evening, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Not sure when yet, but I'll be back soon. Okay? Bye.